And so this brings us to the first derivative test. The first derivative test. And essentially this says as follows. Let's suppose that we have some number c, and c is a critical number of a continuous function f. So c is a critical number of a continuous function f. Part A, if f prime changes, that's a f prime here, if f prime, or the derivative of f, changes from positive to negative at c, then we can say that f has a relative maximum at c. So let's unpack that really quick. If f prime changes from positive to negative at c, then the original function f has a relative maximum at c. Similarly, if f prime changes from negative to positive at c, then f has a relative minimum at c. So again, unpacking this, if f prime, the derivative of our function f, changes from negative to positive at this value c, when x is equal to c, then our original function f has a relative minimum at c. And lastly, if f prime does not change sign at c, then our original function f has what we call a saddle point at c. And so to give you an idea of what this looks like, let's go ahead and just draw just a random kind of function here to kind of illustrate the point. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a function that looks kind of like this. So first we're going to note where the derivative is positive. So if this function right here, this is going to be my function f of x, we're going to note that the derivative is positive, or the slope is positive all the way here. And then it starts to become negative, 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 negative. And then it becomes positive again, coming back up here. And then it seems to at least go to 0 at some point, and then become positive once again. And so let's look at what happens each time the derivative changes sign. So when it changes from positive over here to negative over here, we have a local maximum. This right here is a relative maximum. So that is part A. How about when it changes from negative to positive? That happens down here, and here we can see that we have a relative minimum. That's part B here. And lastly, what happens when f prime does not change sign? So here we have f prime is positive, and over here we also have f prime is positive. And here, this is what we call a saddle point. Saddle point, meaning that f has neither a minimum nor maximum here.